Good morning, friends. Today I'm going to take the session on biodiversity. Right? In the chapter that is in the first part, we have seen the environmental ecology. So our subject has been classified into three modules: environmental ecology, biodiversity, and the climate change. We have seen the environmental ecology, guys. Okay. So after that, the second module for discussion is biodiversity. So, in the biodiversity module, what are the chapters that we are going to see in the biodiversity? So, the module is biodiversity. Biodiversity. So, in the biodiversity module, we are going to see the importance of the biodiversity, guys. Importance of the biodiversity. Okay, biodiversity. So, in the biodiversity, in this chapter, we are going to see what are the measurements of biodiversity, what are the levels of the biodiversity. Okay, and after we are going to see the biodiversity and the food web. Okay, guys. So these are the few topics on the conservations, the zoo, the botanical gardens, and the important topic is IUCN, Indian Red Data Book, guys. International Union Conservation for Nature. So this will publish the Red Data Book. Those topics that we are going to see in the biodiversity chapter. So after that, the biodiversity, we are going to see Indian biodiversity. Indian biodiversity. Indian biodiversity. So in the Indian biodiversity chapter, we are going to see flora of the India, the fauna, and the biogeographical classification, guys. Biogeographical classification we are going to see. And after that, we are going to see wildlife of India, guys. So these are the topics that we are going to see in the Indian biodiversity. Clear? And after Indian biodiversity, we are going to see the plant diversity. Plant diversity. Okay, guys, simply, guys. So before I start my discussion with this, what I mean by bio? Bio means living organisms. Living organisms consist of the two types. That is the plants and animals. Plants and animals. Biodiversity means different varieties of plants and animals is biodiversity. Clear? So here we are going to see Indian biodiversity classification. After we are going to see plant diversity, means diversity of the plant. Clear? So you should know what exactly the term, what exactly defines plant diversity. And after that, you should know what we are going to discuss. That is animal diversity. Animal diversity. Right? Clear? So biodiversity, Indian biodiversity, how Indian biodiversity has been classified. Okay, what are its biogeographical regions? Okay, it's flora and fauna. And after that, we are going to the plant diversity, how its classification takes place. Animal diversity. In the animal diversity, we are going to see what are the different types of animals that we are having on its classification. Mammals, amphibians, that is broadly vertebrates, invertebrates. In the vertebrates, we are having the mammals, amphibians, reptiles, fish, all those things we are going to see in vertebrates and the ancillary. Okay, and the remainder of it that we are going to see in the invertebrate case. And its classification, all those important, that is the animal with respect to animal diversity, we are going to see in this chapter. So these are the four basic blocks. After that, we are going to see protected area networks. So before protected area networks, we are going to see marine. Marine. Okay. So marine biodiversity. What are the biodiversity that present in the marine, guys? So in marine also we come with the two types, that is plant diversity, animal diversity. So if you see plant diversity, we have the phytoplankton, periphyton. Okay, guys. All those things that we are going to see in the marine, guys. And animal diversity, we are going to see fish. Okay, it's the habitat, corals. Okay, those topics that you are going to see in the marine. So what are the bioorganisms? That is the biodiversity in the marine part. This we will take in this chapter. After this, we are going to see protected area network. PAN, protected area network. So protected area network, in this chapter we are going to see what are the protected areas that we are having this. What are the protected areas that we are having? That this can be classified into two types. So that is the national and the international. national and international. If you see international, that is man and biosphere. Man and biosphere we are having. And if you see the national, like we are having the wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves. Sorry. Okay, so wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, the national parks, all those comes under the protected area network. After the protected areas, we are having the conservation efforts. Conservation efforts. Conservation efforts. So in conservation efforts, we are going to see topics like Project Elephant, Project Tiger, Project Vultures. Okay, guys. So what are the steps we have taken to conserve those biodiversity? It's called as conservation efforts there. So, and the last and foremost important document that we are going to see is Schedules of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Schedules. Schedules of Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So guys, in this we are having 6 schedules. Means these 6 schedules will give utmost protection to the wildlife. Utmost protection to the wildlife. So in those 6 schedules, what are the species that are present in those schedules and what is the type of protection that they are going to provide in those schedules that we are going to see in detail. Okay, very clear? So schedules of Wildlife Protection Act 1970. So these are the topics that we are going to see in the second module, that is biodiversity. That is importance of biodiversity, Indian biodiversity, plant biodiversity, animal biodiversity, marine protected area networks, conservation efforts, and the schedules of Wildlife Protection Act 1972 guys. Okay. So today I start my discussion with our first one, that is biodiversity guys. Are you ready? Good. So the topic for today's discussion is biodiversity. Guys, the topic for discussion is biodiversity. Biodiversity. So in this chapter, what are the things that we are going to see, guys? Right? We know that in each and every chapter we are going to see what are the things, what are the things that we are going to see in chapter. So in this chapter, my discussion will be to the importance of the biodiversity. Importance of biodiversity. Second one, the levels of biodiversity. Third one, the measurement of biodiversity. Okay, so importance of biodiversity, the levels of biodiversity, the measurements of biodiversity. After that, we have biodiversity and food web. Biodiversity and food web. What is the relation between the biodiversity and the food web? So it's clear. Okay. After that, we are having the services provided by the biodiversity. Services by biodiversity. Guys, I am taking the shortcuts. Please don't mind. Okay. Biodiversity, food web. Okay. Services provided by the biodiversity. And after that, causes of the biodiversity means the loss and the causes. Okay. Loss and causes of biodiversity. So what are the loss and causes of the biodiversity? After that, we are having conservation. Conservation of biodiversity. Guys, after conservation, we have 2 subtopics. That is the zoo and the botanical gardens. Botanical gardens. So after that, we are going to see the important day of topic, that is red data book. Red data book. So the last topic is red data book. Red data book. So these are the topics that we are going to see in our chapter, that is biodiversity. So importance of biodiversity, the levels of biodiversity, the measurements of the biodiversity, how the biodiversity is measured. And after that, we are going to see the biodiversity and the food web, the services provided by biodiversity, loss and causes of biodiversity, conservation of the biodiversity. Okay, and we have the zoo and botanical garden, and we have many more conservation measures. But those topics we are going to see in the PAN, protected area networks. In the PAN, we are going to see the remaining conservation measures. Okay, guys. After the last topic is red data book. Very important topic. Very important topic for our discussion, guys. So, guys, in this session, I am going to take the class up to this topic, guys. That is the loss and causes of biodiversity. Okay, and this about the conservation we are going to take in the one more session, guys. So first topic, that is biodiversity. Biodiversity. Like as I explained, bio means both. That is plant and animals. Bio means first of all living. Bio means living. Living of what? Plants and animals. Plants and animals. So and diversity, guys. Diversity is the word which we can use at any places. Different type of varieties of plants, different type of varieties of animals. That here we are using the diversity, but different type of variety of trees, different type of variety of cactuses. That is the diversity. Diversity means mingling, mixing, many. Okay, of the same kind. That is clear. Whereas the bio implies living plants and animals. This is the biodiversity. If I take the definition of the UN Earth Summit in the year 1992, Rio de Janeiro, in that summit they have came up with the definition of the biodiversity. Biodiversity is the variability of living organisms. Variability of living organisms which includes the terrestrial, which includes from the different resources, including terrestrial, marine, and aquatic, and such other resources which are related to the species diversity, guys. And these are a part of the complex system. That is, we have this species within a genetic species. Okay, guys. Right? I repeat the definition, guys. So the UN Earth Summit has came up with the definition of the biodiversity. Biodiversity is nothing but variability of living organisms, which includes the terrestrial, aquatic, marine, and all other such type of resources which are part of the ecosystem. Such as the species within a particular type, or between the species of the ecosystem, or the different type of ecosystem case. Okay, this is the definition which was given by the UN Earth Summit. Okay, so if you see exactly variability of the living organisms means different type of living organisms. Living organisms means both. So we are having plants and animals. Okay, we are having the plants and animals. Variability means different. That is the diversity. The variability of living organisms, which includes the terrestrial on land and aquatic eggs, and the marine or such part, in such a manner such that they are a part of the ecosystem eggs. They are a part of the ecosystem in a complex system. Guys. That is in a particular species. Guys. So for particular species of the species of the different kind. Okay. Are the different is called as the exact definition of the biodiversity which was produced in the UN Summit. The sustainability and conservation of the biodiversity are very important for our future development. So for our future needs, right now we need to conserve and protect the biodiversity. Because we are need to depend upon the biodiversity for many regions. That's why we need to conserve our biodiversity. Okay. So that is about the biodiversity. Now I am going to take my topic to the levels of biodiversity. If I take the levels of biodiversity, so these exist at the three levels. The biodiversity exists at the three levels. That is, we are having the genetic, okay, species, and third one is community. Community or ecosystem. Okay. So in these three levels, there exists the biodiversity, guys. That is the genetic, species, and community, guys. So what do you mean by genetic, guys? Genetic means if there is a change, if there is a difference in the gene of a particular species, if there is a change or difference in the genes of a genes of a particular species, it is called genetic, guys. It is called genetic. So if you see the butterfly, guys, we are going to see the different type of colors of butterflies. Some are yellow, some are red, some are mix of both, some are orange, some are pink. Guys, those Those all are butterflies. But what is changing them? That is gene. Okay, guys. This is the genetic. So that is the genetic mode of the biodiversity. But if you see, it allows a highly adaptability, guys, to the environmental conditions. This type of biodiversity allows to the highly adapt of the environmental conditions. Okay, clear? Highly adapt environmental conditions. Environmental conditions. Okay. So after the genetic species, we are moving to after genetic we are moving to the species. What do you mean by species, guys? What do you mean by species? Species is nothing but all the organisms in an ecosystem, guys. All the organisms in an ecosystem. That is, in an ecosystem, if you take a single species, if we count, that is called as the species, guys. Okay. So, for example, if you have different type of species, guys, if you take the count of a particular species, it is called as species biodiversity. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, if we are taking the species, that is like, for example, if you take butterflies, so if you count entire butterflies in the total biodiversity, that is the total biodiversity consists of the rats, cabbage, all those things. Except one. So if you take those, if you count those, that is called species diversity. So the diversity in the species. But here in the genes of a particular species, means only one species we are going to see the genes. That is, we are going to see butterflies only. So in the butterflies only we are going to different types of butterflies. But here we are going to see the different type of species on the ecosystem. At a given ecosystem, we are going to see the different type of species, guys. Okay. So if you take, I am going to give some calculation, guys, here. Like for example, x plus y plus z. What does it mean? That is, if I take x as butterfly. So, and here we are going to see the along with the butterflies, we are going to see the remaining of. That is, explain that if a ecosystem has the three species, three type of species. That is the butterfly, birds, rabbits. So here we are taking the butterflies. So in the among this biodiversity, we are taking the butterflies. So here that is species, guys. Okay. So what happens? Here we need to do one thing, guys. So zero implies the species are infinity. Whereas when it implies the species are only one. See what happens, guys. See what happens if the butterfly is only if this is 0 or 1, we are going to discuss. So when this will be 0, okay, guys. So when will this be 0? So if you want this to be 0, here we should have infinity, guys. So infinity means, so guys, see, I want to do some calculation. 0, you can get 0 if you have 1 by infinity. Okay, 0 means 1 by infinity. So then only it will be 0, means we have infinite number of species. Infinite number of species means that is x plus y plus z is equal to infinity. That means we have biodiversity infinite. We have biodiversity infinite, then only it is infinite species. Guys, if you want it to be 1, so if you want to be 1, it should be only 1 by 1. Means, so then only it will be 1, guys. Then only it will be 1. Means we have only one species, that is the butterfly, and we are not having the y and z. Okay, so x is 1 and x is 1. Means we have only one species, that is butterfly, and we are not having the remaining, guys. Then it is 1. This is about the species, guys. Okay, clear? After that we have community, guys. Community or ecosystem. We have different type of community or ecosystems, like we have grasslands, coral, wetlands. So different type of communities we are having different type of species. This is about the community, guys. That is, in the levels of ecosystem, we have genetic, we have species, we have community. These are very important for the film stock. Okay? Community means we have different type of communities. And the ecosystem, that is coral, reefs, okay, grasslands, deserts, all those. So those places we are having different type of biodiversity. This is about the levels of biodiversity. So after this, I am going to take my discussion with the third topic, that is measurement of biodiversity. Measurement of biodiversity, guys. So if you take the measurement of biodiversity can be done with two major components, guys. Two major components, that is the species richness. The species richness, and the second one is the species evenness. Species richness and species evenness. So species richness can be studied under the three types, that is the alpha, beta, and the gamma. Alpha, beta, and the gamma. So alpha implies the species in a particular ecosystem. The amount of species in a particular ecosystem will imply alpha richness. Means in the alpha richness, we are going to see the number of species at a particular ecosystem of the region. Clear? In the beta, we are going to see at the number of species at the different ecosystems. Means we are going to see the species increase or decrease, or in the change in the species at these two ecosystems. These two ecosystems is called as the beta richness. And after that, we are going to see the gamma. So in the gamma richness, we are going to see the species diversity among the different ecosystems. Okay, species richness among the different ecosystems. This is about the gamma. Clear? Means here only one ecosystem. We are going to see is called alpha. Two different ecosystems. That is the increase or decrease, or we are going to see change in the species. Two different ecosystems. It is called the beta, and we are going to see the change in the species at different ecosystems around. It's called gamma richness. Don't confuse with the species richness and the levels of measurement. Genetic, species, community. But here in a community, we are going to see how many species at alpha. In between two communities, we are going to see comparison beta. In different communities, we are going to see this gamma. Here, isopanna, guys. Okay. After that, we are seeing species evenness. So, guys, species evenness may depend upon the region, guys. So, few regions will be high. So, if in a region, it means that each and every species can't be evenness. Okay, so this species will dominate and other species will be less in number. So depending upon environmental conditions, some species are going to adapt those easily and some species are going to affect it. So this is the species evenness. Okay, so if the species is rich enough for their habitat content, it will be in a dominant mode. Otherwise, will be in a less dominant or will be in less in the number. This is about the measurement of the species, that is the species richness and the species evenness. After that, I am going to take the discussion with the biodiversity and food web. Very, very important. Biodiversity and the food web. See guys, biodiversity and food web. So, if you see the biodiversity and food web, guys, fundamental, every organism, that is plants, animals, or human beings require carbon, okay, nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen for its survival. Means that is the building blocks for their survival base. Every organism living, that is plants, animals, or human beings require carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen as the building blocks for their survival. So from where this will come? This will come the physical environment. The physical environment that we are having is the soil, air, water. Okay. So from this they will get these nutrients. Okay, these components, and we are surviving it. So this is the basic criteria. So now we are going to see what is the relation between the biodiversity and the food web base. So if you see, I'm going to take the food web base, that is grasshopper, snake, okay, or hog. Okay, grasshopper, snake, or hog. Okay, and after that I will take grass, rabbit, snake, and hog. So this is the means like this thing is denotes this food chain. But if you take this, it is the food web. Food is the food web. Here we can have the frog. Okay, right? Frog, grasshopper, frog, snake, and a hog. This is the food chain. And if you take this grass, rabbit, snake, a hog, this is the one type of food chain. Right? If you see, so in food chain we mean each and every organism is going to depend upon its previous. Its previous. So grasshopper depends upon this, snake depends upon this, and a hog depends upon this. But because they need the food from these two only, they can't get the food from other things. Means the hog needs the food as a snake only. Okay, but grass. So how the food is prepared in the ecosystem is. If you see the photosynthesis formula, so if you see photosynthesis, so photosynthesis if you see CO2 plus H2O means six molecules of CO2 and 6 molecules of H2O. It gives you 6 H2O6 plus 6O2. So this is the process of the food chain. This is the reaction of the food chain during the presence of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll means green plants contain the chlorophyll guys. In the presence of that and through the sunlight, they are going to prepare the food guys. Okay. So this food is grass. This will be taken by. So what will happen if this grass is not present? If they are not getting, if there are no chlorophyll because the plants are dead and they are not getting required amount of sunlight, then all this going to affect because from where they are going to get the food. No. So same manner, if for example, if in our food chain we are not having the grasshopper because of the reason XYZ, the grasshoppers have been extinct. Okay, then these are going to affect two things. That is the grass, because then no one will be present to have the grass as a predator, and the snake will not get the food guys. So this we are having a connection guys. That is the biodiversity with the food web. If the food chain or food web is healthy, then only the biodiversity will be healthy. Okay, guys, clear? This is about the biodiversity and food web. Now my discussion for the next topic is services provided by the biodiversity. Very important. Direct question. Right? Very important topic guys. Direct question. In this we have divided our topic into three components. What are the services provided by the biodiversity? Biodiversity will provide three types of services. That is ecosystem services. Ecosystem services. Of that, biological services. Okay, so ecosystem services, biological services, and after that we are having the this topic I'm not remembering it, but I'm going to tell you how it is going to useful as this. Okay, so ecosystem services. If you see what are the ecosystem services that are provided by the biodiversity. So biodiversity is going to provide the maintaining the water resources. Okay guys, water resources. Okay, so biodiversity will help us to maintain this sustain the water resources. Second one, formation of soil. So in the formation of soil, this is going to give the services. So in the formation of soil, that is the biodiversity is going to help us. Okay. In the nutrient cycle. Okay. And climate stability. Right? Clear? So after the climate stability, the one more thing is maintaining ecosystem. Okay, right? They will ask you in the prelims. So which of the following are the biological services? They will give few points from there and they will give few points. Okay, so these are the type of things. That is the ecosystem is going to provide the water resources. That is the conservation of water resources, formation of soil, the nutrient cycle, climate stability, and the maintaining ecosystem base. So these are the provided by the ecosystem services. And if you see biological services, the biological services that we are going to get are food based. Very important. Food we are going to get. that we are going to wood products. Wood products. After wood products, that we are means these are very useful for our timber and all those things. After wood products, we are going to the medicine. So guys, medicine and pharmaceutical guys. Okay, and the genes, different type of genetic guys, different type of species, that is with respect to genetic, species and ecosystem. Okay guys, so genetic, species and ecosystem we have to levels. Okay guys, and after we are going to the ornamentals. So these are the few services that are going to provide by the biological services. That is ecosystem services, biological services. And the third topic is, and the third service that the biodiversity is going to serve is the social services. What is it? Social services. So what are the social services that we are going to get from the biodiversity? The first and foremost is education, guys. Research, education and monitoring. Research, education and monitoring. Okay. So after that we are having recreation culture. Recreation values. Okay. Third one is cultural values. Right? Recreation values means that we are going to, like I said, that sporting, diving. Okay guys, diving. So these are the few recreation values, the research, education and monitoring guys, and cultural values. These are the services provided by the ecosystem. They will ask in the planes. So they will mix three and they will play with us. So we should not make them to play with us. We should play with questions. Okay. So these are the services provided by the biodiversity. The last topic for today's discussion is losses and causes of biodiversity. Loss and cause. So if you see loss and causes of the biodiversity, guys, biodiversity are very important. Very important. But what is happening because of the few things? So because of the few activities, these are going to extinct. They are extincting. So if you see, there are two types in which it is becoming loss. That is, first one is the species, at the species level, at the habitat level. At the species level and at the habitat level. So with the species level, the species are damaging, guys. Species are damaged. Okay. The species are damaged. And at the habitat level, it is destroyed. Right? See. So at the species means we are making harm, we are affecting the species. This is also cause of the biodiversity. And if you are making the habitat destroyed, that is also a loss of the biodiversity. Means two methods. We are taking the object, we are taking the place. Okay, clear? So damage and the destroying of the habitat and the species, guys. So for example, guys, if you see the species damage, like because of many activities, guys, like if you see development because of development activities. Okay, guys, and after development, guys, like sport hunting, guys. Like recently, the Salman Khan was in the case that in the Rajasthan in the shooting they have hunted the black buck. Okay, guys. So because of that activities, okay, and for developmental activities, okay, guys, and for the gains. So for the gains, so for this purpose they are damaging the species and habitat, guys. So habitat also will be taken. So because of the many reasons, deforestation, guys, so unable to get the requirement of the water. Okay, issues. Okay. So in this we are going to see species and habitat. But again, this will be classified into two types. This classification must be done, guys. Without this classification, we can't complete this topic. That is the natural and man-made. Natural and man-made. So if you see the natural causes, guys, the natural causes that we can take is first and foremost is the earthquakes, tsunamis, landslides. So these are the basic ways. After that, we need to see important the species. Rivalry among the species. Rivalry among the species will cause to the species damage. Okay, and after that, I'm going to take my discussion today. After the rivalry damage, the one more important topic is because of the issues like its habitat gas. Okay, so the species is damaging because of these issues like we have disease. Okay, and after the disease we have due to pollination issues. So these are the few natural causes for the loss of the biodiversity. That is earthquake, tsunami, landslide, rivalry among the species, and the diseases that are causing to the species, and the pollination. Okay. After that, if it's man-made, so man-made, if you see guys, pollution, deforestation. Okay, developmental activities. So these are the few man-made causes that are damaging the loss of the biodiversity. So with this, I am completing my session guys. Today we have seen the body's biodiversity, levels, measurements, biodiversity and food web, services provided by the biodiversity, laws and causes of the biodiversity. The next topic for the discussion in this topic is the conservation methods. That is the zoo and the botanical garden and the red data book. Clear? Cool. With this, I am closing my sessions. But thank you one and all.